Garbage in, garbage out, bandwidth and depth. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then this episode's for you. Here comes the intro. Garbage in, garbage out. And as it relates to your physical energy as an entrepreneur, your eating habits are going to be one of the most important things for you as an entrepreneur. What I put in my body is the fuel that's going to generate how I show up. If I put a lot of processed foods, I might show up more tired. It's harder for me to digest. And so we want to make sure we're really thinking about what my eating habits are and how it makes me feel. That way, when I show up for my staff, when I show up for my clients, I have this great physical energy. Sleeping habits. Another one people don't pay enough attention to. They'll sacrifice time, especially entrepreneurs, because you'll give up on sleep because I've got things to get done. But if you don't show up and your sleep habits are poor, then you won't show up for your team. You won't show up for your clients. You'll be more irritable. And that could cause you one of your big clients or one of your staff members because you showed up with a lack of sleep. And the last one is movement and exercise. Right? We have to have enough energy. We've got to show up with our best version of ourselves in our A game with the amount of energy, vibrance, excitement for our team. And that comes through movement, right? Movement gives you motivation as well. And so finding that time to make sure that you have the habits of creating movement every day as an entrepreneur. Don't get stuck behind a desk. Garbage in, garbage out, our mental energy. As entrepreneurs, business owners, what we put in will, again, directly affect how we come to our staff and how we continue to learn and grow to meet our goals. We all have goals that we want to have success. And many of us, you can ask yourself, right? Are you working to improve yourself and your mental energy? And many of us might have, how many of you? Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Disney Plus, ESPN, there's all kinds of things. And how many of you have those subscriptions but maybe don't have an Audible or don't have an Udemy or other things that continue to grow your mental strength and whatever you need to work on? So it's very important. What we're putting in our mind is what you're going to get out. And so it's very important to be the guardian and very specific on what you're letting in your mind. That way what you get out of your mind is going to be much more beneficial as an entrepreneur. Bandwidth and depth, your emotional energy. Now we all know as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you're going to have a lot of emotions. We're dealing with people, you're dealing with environment, recessions and pandemics. And so what you want to work on is your emotional energy is what is your bandwidth, which is how many things can you handle? And do you have multiple things and do you crumble? Because it is a muscle, things you can work on your emotional energy. Or do I let drama get to me? Do I make everything into a big deal, right? Well, the question you can always ask yourself, is this thing going to matter 1 week from now, 1 month from now, 2 months from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Is this thing that's happening really going to be that big of a deal? And how does it affect me, right, as a business owner? And if I make something small and I make it into something big, I could easily lose a client. If I don't show up emotionally well to a conversation with a client, they could be gone. Or a staff member even, they come with something and I make it bigger and a bigger deal, it's easier for me to lose them. And then the same thing with your depth of emotions is like, what kind of crises can you handle? Can you be calm? As the entrepreneur, as a leader, they look to us. They look to us as leaders is, can we remain calm in the storm? If there's a storm, but we're staying calm, then the team stays calm. But if you're panicking and it seems like it's something no one can handle because it's the end of the world, then your team is obviously going to lose confidence in who it's following. Thank you for watching today's video. To help us build this community of entrepreneurs, please leave your comments below and let us know what you've done to help increase your mental, physical, and emotional energy. Also, please subscribe, and I don't know, that's it. That's all I got.